Welcome back to CBS This Morning. The evolution of the video game has brought better graphics and greater accessibility, but some simply prefer playing the classics. Michael Crispi joins us with the story and sacrifice of one man determined to relive his past. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Like many people raised in the 1980s, Chris Kooluris loved going to the arcade. Since most are now closed, he decided to build one of his own, no matter the consequences.
Now there's a sound you don't hear much anymore. Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Tron, games that define the good old days for anyone who frequented an arcade in the 1980s.
I look at these things as pieces of artwork. The cabinets themselves, the way they were designed, like the colors, the shapes, they were all different.
The New York City apartment of Chris Kooluris, now a symbolic shrine to his childhood.
I don't think that anyone really matures past the age of 16. So whatever you're doing when you're 16, you're gonna wanna do that when you're 26, 36, 46. It's just the stuff I love doing.
So when you play these games, do you still get that nostalgia? Do you still have that rush that you did back then?
Oh yeah, and I still stink at Donkey Kong 30-something years later.
For Kooluris, these games also represent something lost in today's games, the social aspect of the arcade itself.
It's only really fun when people have the same skill level as you do. I think it was much more enjoyable, like going out to the arcade. Just leaving the home to do your entertainment and to be social was much more, interesting and exciting to me than sitting on a couch with a headset on and just playing, by myself. It's a special edition of Donkey Kong.
This arcade project took 6 months and over $30,000 to complete. But there were other costs, like the relationship with his fiance.
I don't think anyone should conform to any social standards. I think people should live life on their terms and not by anyone else's.
News of the couple's breakup over video games soon made headlines.
You've transformed your apartment into this arcade, spent over $30,000. You lost your relationship and people are talking about you all over the world. Are you obsessed?
I think it's easy to look at this room as like, this guy was obsessed and he went crazy and he was like, I don't care about my engagement, I don't care about anything, I just care about like arcade games. But this is my apartment, it was my money, this is something that I love. So, I think that at the end of the day, it was the right decision.
Kooluris now looks forward to opening his arcade up for friendly tournaments.
The goal is just to get as many people who enjoy these games in here. That brings me the most enjoyment, is when I see people who really appreciate this stuff, come through here, and it puts a smile on everyone's face to walk into this room and see these like classic games going.
I was not a formidable challenge.
No, not yet.
Chris Kooluris has already heard from people around the world who want to get into one of his tournaments, and the waiting list continues to grow.
Thanks, Michael, and that does it for us at CBS This Morning. We'll see you tomorrow.